Davy Crockett homestead. Take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. So this is the replica of the cabin that Davy Crockett was born in. He lived here until he was 6 years old. There were 9 children in total. He was number 5, but they said that the children were, in a sense, pawned off to other homesteaders in the area. Can you imagine living like that? So did you know that about Davy Crockett's childhood and other children back in those days, in the homestead days? I didn't know. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. Look at this stacked stone at the chimney at the bottom, and then at the top it's stacked logs. I've never seen anything quite like it. Have you? Let me know in the comments. This is the drying rack. And this is their garden area. You can see that they have a walking path through there. The garden looks a little sparse and it looks a little dry, but that's the garden area. I think this is where they would hang and cook their meat or hang their pots on to cook. This was the corn crib. So when people homesteaded and tried to claim a property, they would build something like this, and it would be used as an improvement on the property. They would sleep underneath there. They would keep their corn inside this little corn crib. It was built this way so that it had air. Air would circulate, and then they would claim this. They would claim the land. This was their pig pen area. They had pigs until recently in here. They had just recently given away a boar. That was the last pig they had. And now they use this area for events. Some of the people that come bring animals like goats and things, and they can put those goats in this area to stay confined while the event is going on. And now the spring house was a valuable addition to the early farmstead. A good year-round spring on the property influenced the location of their dwelling house and their barn. The spring house was usually built directly over the spring and served as a cover, protecting it from dirt and leaves and livestock and other foreign material. But it also served as a food storage area and sometimes a work area. Before wells were dug, the spring was also the household's water source. This is the chicken coop. Looks like the ducks and stuff do go in there because there's feathers and poop all over. Hey, my friend Mac from Southern Blessed Homestead. You don't have to build a fancy chicken coop because look right here. They had these primitive chicken coops back in the day and the chickens did quite well. Okay, my homestead and farmstead friends, let me know if you prefer chicken coops or free-ranging chickens and why you prefer that in the comments. We want to know for the future. They built this little cover, primitive cover, to try to protect the marker stone. The weather has worn it over the years. This was marking the 100th birthday of Davy Crockett, and the weather has kind of worn it off over the years, so they're trying to protect it with this primitive cover. You can see the river back here. When we were at Lazy Llama Campground in Chuckey, Tennessee, it's a llama farm and they have donkeys and goats. He used to make those noises and the donkeys would come to him. These donkeys didn't really come over quite so easily when he was calling them.
Davy Crockett's original home, State Park. This is the headwaters of the Limestone Creek and the Chuckey River come together right there. And the reason they know this is his place of birth is because they have a record of it, and also he says that the cabin and he had his childhood up to 6 years old on this very land. Lots of rain yesterday. And I stopped by the camp store. They had all kinds of stuff in there, and they had this t-shirt. Campfire t-shirt.
Life is better around the campfire. David Crockett, Birthplace State Park. Have you ever had experience with guinea hens? I've heard that some farmers don't want them after they've got them because they are noisy. But I tell you what, they are excellent, from what I've heard, at killing ticks. If you have a tick problem, you either want possums or guinea hens on your property. What are you trying to tell me?
These darker ducks are not very friendly to these lighter ducks. These chase that one off on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, it's a rough life, isn't it?
They must be hand fed or something,
Probably.
so that they are used to coming up to people.
Spread them turkey feathers. Aren't you cute? You sure are good on the table.
Have you ever seen wild turkeys? We've seen them in Cades Cove. Let me know in the comments.
Oh, look at you. You are so pretty. You're letting me get so close to you. That is awesome. Here they come. Here comes the crew. That's the time for them to go in their little house over here. They're mean. See, they'll pick anything off. If you got a tick or a mite or anything, they'll get it. And they're pretty.
I heard they're loud too.
Yeah,
I heard that they make a
get
lot of
rowdy,
noise.
they're-
Guinea hens.
You just pulled your own feather out, silly. There's just one brown hen though.
There's a cardinal back.
Now you guys gather up. You know, you could have done that for me in the beginning to take pictures. Oh, we're having a water break. I see, okay.
Please subscribe, like, leave a nice comment, and share our video. And thank you for watching. We appreciate, even if you're busy, if you just let our videos play to the end.